Yo, yo, what it do? Welcome back to Say That. It's your boy Holly Cali, back with another episode. Back with your boy FI to the
What it do? What it do?
and FI to the T Young Fit. What it do, my boy?
Man, same song, man. You know how it is.
Most deaf, most deaf.
So
So
what we
yeah,
talking about?
we're gonna get right into it. So one of the first questions I wanted to know from you is do you think we're slaves? Are we
Do I
slaves?
think we're slaves? Actually, we are slaves, and slavery is a mentality that an individual, that's bonded. And we all in bonds till we're able to pretty much move sufficiently, make our own food, grow our own food, have our own natural resources and be able to conduct ourselves like human beings. You're a slave, man. I gotta go to the grocery store and get food. I gotta pay for my water. I don't got no well, so we are slaves, what I'm saying? We're a slave to the system that we're in. So once we're able to break that bondage of that system, then eventually, you're free. You'll be a free person.
Most deaf, most deaf. That's my boy out in Cali. I had to pull out the Cali hat for him one time. The Republic.
Representing,
What I'm saying. So yeah, another
representing.
thing, another thing I wanted to ask you is so this Black Panther dropping right now. It's real big. Everybody on it, whatever. Everybody
Right.
in this indigenous movement, right now. Do you think it's like a trend because like especially as black people
Mhm.
like following a trend super easy like do you think it's like another thing like another fad that's passing or do you feel like black people really waking up and really on like something new, you know what I'm saying, on a new movement right now that you know what I'm saying.
Man, black people ain't waking up to shit, man. Most of these niggas don't know what the hell's going on out here, man. You ask a black person what's a quantum computer, or what I'm saying, what's going on with CERN, or what I'm saying, things of really importance to the world. That's what's important, not Black Panther. Yes, cool, we got entertainment, but there's so many black entertainment. What are we, like the tap dance group now? Like we're entertainment, man. Like we need to get on what's really going on, man. It ain't just entertainment. Black people, we get all butthurt about, oh man, this nigga didn't get a Grammy, the Oscars, man. Fuck all that, man. What about motherfuckers going to space, doing some shit that's really important? Some really, really important things that's going on with the world. They blind to that. All they know is love and hip hop. You know what I mean? Black Panther. Like, come on, man. Like, what kind of scientific breakthroughs is niggas involved in, or new technological advances? Black people ain't on that. We on entertainment. So while we're being entertained, it's real shit going on in the background.
True, true, true. True. I like the way you put it. Like the way you put it. So would you say from your perspective, do you think blacks are underrated or overrated?
Man, just in a whole, like, being underrated and overrated is just a statement. We're pretty much, that's a statement of, you're in a defense mode or you're in an offensive mode. It really makes no difference when you're controlling the board. You know what I mean? We need to control the board. If you're underrated or overrated, who cares? When you got a position solidified in history, it doesn't matter if they overrated you or underrated you. You already got history. You like sketched in the history forever. We did some things that was sketched in the history as far as like, equality. There's certain people that, gave their life for the movement, but still to this day, that shit don't mean a damn thing because niggas is still killing each other and doing everything else. So, underrated, overrated, man, black people is hype, man. It's all hype, man. And, I love black people, but most of these motherfuckers are asleep.
Do you feel like we're lost?
It depends on the individual as a whole. Yeah, we lost, man. A lot of people lost, man. We lost if we ain't got no space stations in the sky. You know what I'm saying? We don't got no phone company. It ain't no, black car companies. It's all we got is liquor, man. Shit that keep us, we got blunt wraps, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit that keep the mind at ease and keep the mind keep the mind under control. So that's a lost cause right there. What the hell is a blunt wrap? Well, we got the weed. You know what I'm saying? We got this and that. It's this person weed. Like, come on, bruh. Like, that ain't no movement, man. It ain't no manufactured companies out here that's black owned, bro. And black people too. You know what I'm saying? Whenever we do get a hold of something, like, not to downplay anybody's position, we have to team up with other cats. Oh, so and so started this company ground up. No, they went to this other person which already had it, decided to, hey, go ahead and get this entertainer to market this. So pretty much we're the face, but we're not the foundation of the company.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. So let me ask you, how you feel about child support?
Man, child support is something that, what I'm saying, is unnecessary, pretty much. You feel me? Like, if you're going to support your kid, you're going to support your kid. If not, you not. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be dictated by a law saying you should do it. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much it's just nonsense. If you going to support your kid, do it. If not, you know what I'm saying? Why should the court be like, oh, well, you got to go ahead and you're going to garnish your wages, this and that. And like, definitely, kids need to be supported. Any man that got a kid need to support their kid and do what they got to do, and give them a foundation to build up off of. And that's just plain, that's just plain Jane.
Exactly, exactly. Like, do you think, like, I mean, because of course, like, yeah, I mean, well, like, it ain't even no point in answer that because really you just answered like that question. It's still answered inside of that, so it don't even matter.
What was the question though? Go ahead, let me hear it.
Well, the question was, do you think it should be different, set different, like how people paying child support, but you got certain dads that never see their child. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
they don't, and they set a certain amount of child support. Let's say that are on child support. You know what I mean? But never see their child. Never take care of them. Don't buy them nothing, no clothes. Take them to school, none of that. Feed them. You know what I'm saying? And then you got another on the other side. You got a dad who have them like half the week or 3 days a week. Let's say not exactly half, but 3 days a week, and buying them, clothes, taking them to school, feeding them every day, doing all the same stuff that the mom is doing. You know what I'm saying? Them other 3 days they with dad. So he doing all the same stuff over there.
Right.
So do you think it's like like what do you think about it being set up for both of them to be paying the same amount? Like you know what I'm saying? Like if
Right.
no matter what it's a set amount. Like you know what I mean? Whatever you making, it's like you owe this amount. No matter how much you seeing them, if it ain't
Right.
half or whatever, you know what I'm saying? If it ain't an even half, which they never let it go to an even half, they always split it at least 51-49. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. Yeah, I know there's a state where I'm not quite sure because I heard it. There's a state where that's going to be law where they're going to be making, both parents pay into the, child support situation. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, y'all both got to pay. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a mandatory situation. Why should it just go to one parent? It should be a set situation if they want to allocate funds for a kid, because a lot of the times the money get allocated towards to one parent. The parent ain't even using that money for the kids. So that parent that's actually being garnished or whatever the case may be, end up still having to come out of pocket to get the kids clothes and this and that. And it's like, it's no holds bar with that stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? So, I feel what you're saying with the kid being seen. That's more important for the kid to be with the parent anyway and get both sides and, be in the environment when they get to experience both individuals. Because the money and all that shit, that's another story. But the time is something that, is priceless. You feel me? Those years, you don't get those years in that time. So what would you rather have? The time with the kid or the kid got $100 in their pocket, man? I think the kid would probably want the time.
Exactly. That's real. So let me ask you, what's the difference between lawful and legal to you, or is there a difference?
Lawful and legal, definitely lawful. There's a big difference. Lawful is pretty much where, it's not written in law. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lawful act. Legal means like, you're there's an act, there's a law. If you break that, it's legally, you're legally bounded. You're bonded. What I would say. Lawful is definitely a different term than legal. because you can be lawfully married to somebody because you just live with them so long, but you're not legally married to them.
True, true. Do you think insurance companies should pay your traffic fines?
What was that question? Repeat it.
Do you think insurance companies should pay your traffic fines?
Hell yeah, that would be the shit right there, man. You know what I'm saying? We paying them every month anyway, so hell yeah, that would be a go right there, man. That's a great ass idea too.
That's something I thought of. I'm spreading
Man,
that around like hot. Spread that.
yeah, we need to move that, man, that way.
Real talk, real talk.
Man, that's a fucking ingenious ass idea, man. We need to take that straight to Congress and put that into action, man. You know what I mean? Hey, we paying so much each month for insurance and it's mandatory. So yo, I get a ticket, man. I just paid $340 in insurance. Yo, handle that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Y'all want to handle accidents? Well, this ticket was a fucking accident. I didn't mean to get that. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk, real talk, real talk. So we're gonna keep it short and sweet. I got one more question for you. So my daughter went to school, right? And she
Right.
they sent her home with these silly words. I got them in the room. I should have pulled them out. But basically they just random words like that just don't say like three letters that just don't go together, like PRRF or something like that, or just TO, just random words. You know what I'm saying? Just you still there? You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me? Okay, yeah, just
Yeah,
random words.
I heard the random words. Yeah.
Yeah, like CNS or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, do you
Right.
feel like they should be teaching that type of shit in school? Like words that have no meaning, that don't, you know what I mean? Don't even. It's not like teaching them like how to sound out letters or anything like that. They just teaching them just random words, like telling them to just make up like sounds out of them and shit like that.
But that's something you got to think about as a parent, bro. But first of all, man, you know what I'm saying? You just said it. They're teaching them. If you want your kid to learn that, you know what I'm saying, and you're not giving them schooling at home, that's what they're going to get. They're teaching them. So they're going to teach them whatever they feel is necessary. If you don't lay out a foundation at home and teach them, you know, the steps and tools they need to succeed in life, they're going to be, you know, taught to be a worker. You feel me? Empires, you know, people with wealth and stuff like that, they pretty much, you know, line their kids up for the position that they were born in. You know what I mean? Us as, a society, you know, just if we ain't in the 1%ers, you know what I'm saying, we are taught to be workers, man. We go to school, we learn how to get in an assembly line or whatever your position is, you know, and you're taught to do that. You're not taught how to open up a business. You're not taught how to count no bread. You ain't taught how to pretty much, you know, create your own job. It ain't take nothing to open up an LLC and, you know, start a company and do your thing, man. These things people are learning on their own because you have to learn on your own. And that goes for the kids too. Like, you know, they're gonna give your kids some nonsense, trust and believe, but you can still teach them at home. You know, they ain't gonna teach them all about history. They ain't gonna teach them about your grandparents or your great grandparents. None of that. That stuff you gotta teach them. You feel me? It's just the way life is, and that's the society we are. You know, we slaves, man. They gonna teach you how to get out there and pick that cotton, but they ain't gonna teach you how to, you know, start your own situation and, you know, get your own situation going. That's all it boils down to, man. That's that. It just rolls back around to that slave mentality. You said, are we slave? Yeah, we are. We having people teach our people. We're not teaching ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you get out of the mind frame of being taught by somebody else and you able to pick up a book and learn on your own accord, you know, we have to go to school to get accreditation from other people. Why can't you go ahead and learn yourself and have that same knowledge and be able to use that, you know, on your own? What makes their stamp so much approval? You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, because especially right now, like, especially since I've learned how important words are, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what they control in the language that you use. Like, if you control the language, you control the people, you know what I mean? And the importance of words, like the meaning of words, like, you know, the difference between words, man and person and such and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
crazy how important. And also the fact of how smart my daughter already is, because we started teaching her, like you said, it depends on how what you teaching them at home, because I started teaching her so young, you know what I mean? Like she's super smart. And for you to be teaching them some stuff that's like dumbing them down, like, you know, that's not cool, you know, like I ain't really with that, you know what I mean?
Right, right. And that's just the program. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of us, we've been in this system so long that, it's the norm to just sit a kid in front of a TV, you know what I'm saying, and not read a book to a kid, or, what I'm saying, to make stuff happen. When you go to certain countries, when you get out of the matrix of, our country, I love this country, man, straight up. And when you get out of the matrix of just our society, the way we move as a, a whole, other countries, yeah, like, can't watch TV only on Saturday for an hour. You feel me? Other times you over here learning, doing what you got to do, and that's why they be so advanced. You know what I'm saying? How many people in our society are going overseas to become, people moving to different countries, learning a language off top. You know what I'm saying? Like, we only know one language, and we think that's the universal language, man. We behind, man. Period. And it ain't nobody to blame but your own individual self as a person. Period. It's nobody's fault if people don't wake up and do what they got to do as an individual. Nobody controls your own brain except you, period. So you can do what the next person can do. Somebody can build a car. They didn't stop learning. They ain't stop, giving, information on how to build a car. You just too lazy to do it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, that's how it boiled down to. You know what I'm saying? There's people out there in villages that's building all kind of stuff to survive and eat, man. And we got fast food, man. They hand it to us, man. So we looking for handouts. We looking for reparation. Yeah, I need reparation, man. We was like, man, that's Dundee, man. Come on, man. Your reparations was already given to you, man. You got the ability to get out here and make it happen, bro, and do it your own way. But you waiting for that handout, that's what your hand gonna be out. Somebody gonna give you 5, man. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
I do got one more question before we get out of here. How you feel, or do you feel that a lot of us black people are dealing with the Willie Lynch syndrome? Females, males, whichever one you want to break into, or you know what I mean by Willie Lynch syndrome, like just hating on
Right,
each other,
that
trying to stop
the
each
letter.
other. You know what I mean, yeah. But just the what it really was meaning behind it, you know what I mean? Like what they was really doing. Because I mean, of course, we see it every day. You know what I'm saying? And you think that's like,
Yeah.
a big part of. I mean, of course, it's a part of what is going on. But do you think, like, I don't know, like that's one of the main things affecting us right now is that we. I mean, it ain't. I guess it ain't no going to arguing because we see it existing.
Right.
And
It is
like,
what it is. Right.
but it's just like, or what do you think? I don't know. I'm about to say.
I feel what you're saying, and I understand the Willie Lynch theory, and of course, people are affected by it, that let it affect them, you know what I'm saying? Period. That's just something, if you want to go ahead and use that idea to affect your brain and, and hate on the next person instead of seeing their progress and being motivated and be like, man, this motherfucker did that. Well, I can do the same thing, but maybe I can't do it that exact same way they're doing it. But I can get to that point if I'm looking at them as, a successful individual. I can get to that point and just try my own way, and it works. You know what I'm saying? A lot of individuals will go and be like, man, as black people, we all, man, fuck that nigga, man. Man, that nigga think he all that, man. Wooty woot. Like, why he gotta think he all that? Obviously, you do. You know what I'm saying? Off top, because a positive person and being like, man, they doing whatever they doing and it look good. You know what I'm saying? We ain't hating on Bill Gates. He up 76 billion. You know what I'm saying? He got nothing negative to say about this dude. Something like a little car or something, you know what I'm saying? Let me tell you, Willie Lynch whip. You know what I'm saying? We still using terms whips. So as soon as the brother get a little car or something, get a little bread or whatnot, it's like, yo, he doing too much. How is he doing too much, bro? They ain't stopped selling these cars. He didn't manufacture the car. You can go get you one too. You know what I mean? So it just be people that don't have that mind frame to get it, are scared to ask how they got it, don't want to do the research on how they can get it, and then they just take that, bottled up emotion of like being stuck. They feel, they want it fast, like fast food, man. But if you farmer, it's harvest, man. You got to plant the seed. You know what I'm saying? You got to watch it grow. So, a lot of people will see the finished product. They'll see the corn crops up. The next thing you know, they're like, yo, he did that, man. He ain't put in no work. Nah, the dude put in work, man. He was out there farming all those times, man. And when it hit, it hit. He planted that seed, man. And a lot of cats don't know how to plant seeds, man. They plant seeds of hate. And when you plant seeds of hate, that's all you're going to get in return. You're never going to get, what you want. You got to manifest that stuff in your head. You know what I'm saying? You got to plant that seed in your mind. And you got to let it grow, bro. And when you kick out negativity, like, just hatred and just, you know what I'm saying? You want to, say some nonsense, like somebody will tell you something. That's one of the things I learned is like certain individuals, you don't even want to share certain things with people because they're going to throw up a block because they got a block in their head. Like, say, for instance, you be like, hey, man, I'm about to go hard and do whoop-de-whoop. Man, I don't even think you should do that, man. It's going to be, man, it's going to be hard. Of course I know it's going to be hard. I don't need you to tell me that. All I need you to do is be like, man, that's what's up, man. Heck yeah, man, go for it, bro. You know what I'm saying? But certain individuals, you'll say something and they quick to just get into a debate over something you're saying you're going to do.
Oh, well, no, I'll try to do that, man. Yeah.
Right. Right.
What you calling them try to do that? Man, I'm good.
Right.
It ain't gonna work. I hope it don't work. I bet it.
Right. And then what ends up happening is that person that you told your plan to is going to put out some negative energy and it's going to pretty much manifest into blocking your situation.
Sabotage your shit, yeah.
They're going to throw some acid on the seeds you already watered in your head. It's going to mess up your crop.
That subliminal law of attraction, you know what I mean? When you subliminally hate on people, you know what I mean? You really be sending some shit out there and people don't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
people
definitely.
Really realize. I mean, I guess some of them probably do, but that's a whole nother topic. I got a lot of stuff, even with some drama with my baby moms that
right.
I know that got some stuff to do with it. You know what I'm saying? But
right. And I'm gonna just keep it funky, man. Like with certain individuals, man, even though they, they can't see what you see, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all good when you win. Minds change, moods change, they actions change when you win. But while you're on the way to try to win, they don't want to see you win. But when you win, it's like, all right, let me do anything to get back in this dude's good favor. But you already burnt the bridge. You already said I couldn't make it. But now I made it. Okay, now you want to change ship? You want to jump ship? Nah, stop. You know what I'm saying? And that goes for just, girlfriends, homies, just, everybody that you deal with on a day-to-day basis. You can't share all your information with certain individuals, period. You know what I'm saying? That's why you think the government's winning so good. Nigga, they ain't sharing shit with niggas they don't trust. You know what I'm saying? Period. Nigga, they winning. You know what I'm saying? We ain't letting y'all niggas know about none of this stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Why? But y'all just consciously fuck it up. You know what I'm saying? We need to win, so we got to keep it under wraps. Only individuals that's with the real business is gonna win. You know what I'm saying? That was crazy how that light went like that when we saw about that.
Yeah. Man, appreciate it though. Appreciate you coming by. Say that, getting thoughts out.
Yeah, I got a question for you. A few questions for you though, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. How do you feel about, just the overall concept of like black people blaming stuff on the white man, or, trying to blame stuff on, oh man, I can't do it because man, the white man's holding me back for this and that.
I mean, it's a sickness. It's a disease. Like just like I was thinking about while you was talking, it's like people are addicted to sickness, addicted to shit that kills them, addicted to negative shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Anything,
Right.
addicted to excuses, addicted to fast food, addicted to, you know what I mean? Just anything that's unhealthy, alcohol, cigarettes, you know what I mean? I mean, we all have our addictions, like shoot, people, pills, and you know what I mean, all that. And I think that's another addiction is that people. I mean, you know, people are used to it. But what I mean by addiction is like, you know, some. I mean, you know what I mean, but I don't mean like addiction don't have to be a substance. You know what I mean? It could be
Right.
an
It can be a habit. It's just like every day I get up and scratch my balls or something. It's
yeah,
just a
exactly,
habit. It's addicted
exactly,
to do it. Like people that just rub their nose so much, then they get those lines right here on their nose. It's like, bruh,
exactly.
like they told you
And
to stop
then
doing it.
exactly, and like shoot, like you know what I mean. People grew up doing that, like you know, just blaming everything. Like you know, kids when they was little kids. No, that wasn't me. That was my sister. That was my brother. You know what I mean? But we don't even at
Mm-hmm.
that age. Like you know, when they do that, you don't make sure they understand to take responsibility for every part of your life. You know what I mean? Because everything that's
Right.
in your life, you're responsible for. You know, regardless of where you at, regardless of your situation. You know what I mean? So whatever going on, it's
Mm-hmm.
on you. You know what I mean? And you can't put whatever you put to somebody else or whatever you're gonna try to give to somebody else, then it's up to them to decide if you have it or not. You know what I mean? If they don't have it, if you don't have it, then if they don't want to give it to you, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got it
Because you
because
don't want it.
you know what I'm saying? You ain't the one that's fighting for it.
Now, what would you say procrastination? What's your objective on that?
Your
Just
phone, it was freezing a little bit.
individually on procrastination, and I said, what is your take on procrastination, like individually and as a whole, as Black people?
Shoot, procrastination. I feel like ET. I feel it's the same thing. It's fake. It's a mindset. Like, all right, if I told you come pick up $5 million in the morning,
I'm on my way.
you ain't gonna
I
procrastinate.
made it.
You know what I mean? You gonna come get it.
First flight.
You know what I'm saying? I feel the same way. So you ain't a procrastinator. You know what I mean? You just ain't got something that motivates you to move enough like that. That's another excuse. Is like
Right.
oh yeah,
Right.
it takes me so long to do this and that. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, procrastination,
Yeah.
I would say, it's an excuse. We all got excuses, and it's an excuse of mine at certain points where I do certain things. Like it's a habit. It's a habit. Procrastinate. I might procrastinate about a few things. It's a habit that you gotta like teach yourself how to break, man. It's just like procrastination. Like when people are like, yeah, I'm gonna get to the gym, man, and start working out. They procrastinate. I'm gonna get to the gym, bro. You should be in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Why you procrastinate? If that's what you want to do and make it happen, don't procrastinate on. And that's the same thing I feel about success. People want success, but they procrastinate on the steps to get to where they want to be. And then they make a blame for everybody else. You know what, man? This motherfucking they ain't giving me the opportunity, bruh. You got the same opportunity, as anyone else. Not anyone else, because everybody don't got those same opportunities. Let me rephrase that. You have enough opportunities to make something happen, because at the end of the day, you know, anything that you want to learn is at your fingertips now. So you have so much an advantage than people in 1930.
It's all
You
it's
feel
all
what I'm
right
saying?
here.
Right,
It's all right here on
right,
your hands, in the palm of your hand. 24.
right. Have a,
So everything you need to know and every connection you need is out there in the palm of your hand
right,
if you
right,
really want to
right.
get it.
And I think people, and that's what I think the hate comes in when people start hating on other individuals, because they're not they're so quick to procrastinate, and they look at that individual, and the individual in their head, they thinking like, bruh, if I'm your competition, nigga, you thinking really low right now, because I'm really thinking about Jupiter, bro.
Mm.
and and I'm your
Yeah.
the bar is set low if you think I'm in competition with you. If you think what I'm doing right now is on, then you lost already, because you ain't looking at the right people to try to compete with. Like I wouldn't compete with any individual that I see on a day-to-day basis, because that's not where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? Y'all try to aim as high as possible. Like, okay, I'm trying to get, in a position where my family, my kids can be straight. And there's individuals in the world that's good like that right now. So if you don't land there, at least you'll land somewhere in between. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah. So we got about 5 more minutes if you wanna say anything else or ask any questions or got anything, any statement you wanna make.
How do you feel about these kids with this social media stuff nowadays? How do you feel about that? Like, the Instagram and all that, the fighting and all that, recording people getting beat up and like,
Um
oh, hold on. You know, if when you watch these fights, when
mhm.
black people fight each other, man, they'll go so grimy to the next black person, stomp the dude out, you know what I'm saying? Literally trying to kill this brother, you know what I'm saying? But stand and fight with another race or something. He get hit, knocked out. It ain't no stump out. Why is that?
Why is it no stump out? Or why
I'm
do they
just saying,
record?
why is it just
Why do they,
I'm saying why is the brutality not so aggressive towards other races, but we so aggressive towards each other? It's, you
oh,
know.
cause man, we beasts, man. We when we go after something, we go out to kill it.
But
The
man,
other people, they just
but then you got niggas
I
yelling
hear
out Black Lives Matter and shit. Like, does it really matter? And we beasting on
it.
ourselves. Like, really though? Like, at the end of the day, it's like people want to be Black Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying? But nigga, there's black people killing mad black people day to day,
Really,
man.
really,
It's retarded.
really, you know what it is with black people? Other opinions matter. Black people
Right,
so care. They so worried about what everybody else think, and so worried about that's what they want. They want people to say that exactly. Like, oh, did you see me? I was on Instagram. I was on Facebook whooping her ass. Like, I was trying to kill it. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
um,
How many minutes we got?
we got a couple more. We got like 4 5 minutes.
Okay, one thing I wanted to say too, people be like, man, you know what I'm saying? They be like so like on the police because police be doing this and that, shooting niggas. There's some grimy police out there. Don't get me wrong, but definitely how you conduct yourself and behave around the police. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get treated like that. If you know what you're doing, you talking, right. And I'm not even saying like you have to talk to them in a certain tone. You have the choice to say whatever you want to anybody. You know what I'm saying? But there's consequences to whatever you do and how you come at somebody. Like there'll be a consequence for me to come up to you and just spit in your face. You feel me? And there's a
Mhm.
consequences. We got an issue, and I just come talk to you like a man to man, and we work it out in a peaceful manner. So we got to think too, police and people too. So we can't be just like, oh man, this person. Yeah, there's people that don't like people. I don't like certain people, but man, I'm still gonna conduct myself around the person, even if I have, a dislike for that individual. Period. Like I'm not gonna disrespect them. I'm gonna give them respect, but that don't mean I have to like them.
Real talk, real talk.
Yeah, that's one thing I learned. Like,
Let
you know what I'm
me
saying? Like, you know,
let me ask you one
it's
more
just
thing.
crazy.
Does the
Hmm.
Constitution exist in your life? Does it exist to you?
The Constitution, man, does it exist to me? Actually, man, I'm on my Constitution is God's rules, man. A higher power, bro. So, nah, it don't exist, man. It's like, I respect it, for what it is. It's a document on a piece of paper, but does the Constitution don't stop people from doing crazy shit? No, it don't. You know what I'm saying? So, if you want to be like, yeah, the Constitution, even though there's a stop sign, you walk across that street and traffic's coming and you're gonna get hit. So that's just what it is, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta move accordingly, regardless of what's written on paper. You know what I'm saying? Period. That goes for Constitution, you know what I'm saying, crossing the street, talking to people, you know what I'm saying? These are just set rules. Like people break rules all day, man. You know what I'm saying? The 10 Commandments. People want to be like, oh, we Christians and all that. Well, follow the 10 Commandments to the T. You know what I mean? Like follow those
For
rules
real.
to the T. You
For real.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, who
Like,
does that?
all right, follow that to the T for me, man. You know what I'm
Like
saying?
if
And I'm
we
not
believe,
knocking people
right?
what they do.
It's
I'm
just
not
if that's
knocking
what you
people for
believe,
what they
man.
do. I'm
Right.
saying,
your beliefs.
Right. But I'm saying stuff that's written down, it doesn't always apply. And it's written down for a purpose. It has meaning behind it, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying, it won't protect you at all times. No, it won't. You know what I'm saying? That goes for anybody. You know, we see that. You know, any crazy person can do anything at any moment. The Constitution says don't do it, but uh, I guess they wasn't reading it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, pretty much. We see people, have weapons that have
They like shit.
license to be
I didn't
armed,
sign
man,
that
and
paper.
say to individuals. Right. They have license to be armed and, still get popped, man, and go to jail, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is, man. You just gotta understand, the movements and the situations you put yourself in, only you can get yourself out, man. And you gotta think smart about how you move, even when there's rules set, you know what I'm saying? If there's rules set out there to protect you, but they're just letting you know, hey, something can happen. So be aware. You know what I'm saying? That's all that boils down to. It's just like you got to think about why it was laid out like that, because this stuff, it's other. You got to read between the lines for that stuff, man. They put that out there because stuff was going down. So hey, man, we got to put this down, man, because people got human rights. You know what I'm saying? So, but everybody ain't going. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't following human rights standards and all that. So, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. I just say,
All right, fam. You about out of time, man. And your
sure,
thing.
solid. Your foundation is solid, and then
All right, we out of
you
time.
won't have no issues. All
All
right,
right,
bro.
appreciate your thoughts, man. Thanks for
Peace.
coming by. You know what I'm saying? Got you
All
locked
right,
down, man. Appreciate it, man.
you got it. One.
Anything you wanna say on your way out?
Man, shout out to the whole network, man. Keep going hard, man. It's a good look, man. I like how you doing your thing, man, and I look forward to speaking with you again. And I'm gonna support the channel. Hey, like and subscribe everything this man doing. He going hard in the paint, man. Salute.